Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'akol niyeh bidvaro. The brothers have to come to Joseph to buy food in Egypt because there is no food in the land of Canaan. There's a famine going on. They don't know it's Joseph. And there is an interaction between them, not a very friendly one. And one can understand it because after all, the brothers had sold Joseph into slavery and he was probably very resentful. One of the questions he asked them is, Yesh lachem av? Do you have a father? What kind of question was that? Every human being has a father. Maybe the father abandoned the mother, but without a father, you don't come into existence. So what kind of question is, do you have a father? So Rabbi Soloveitchik says, the question is really something else. Do you have somebody who is giving you moral principles by which you are guided? Because obviously they didn't have beforehand. They sold him into slavery. They were very cruel. They wanted to kill him. They somehow wrote his future history with dark letters. He wasn't going to survive. So what Rabbi Soloveitchik is saying, do you have norms now? Do you follow what your father says? Right in the very beginning, God places Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and tells them there are limits to what you can do. There is a fruit that you are not allowed to eat. Do you have limits to what you're going to do? Of course, we are dealing with a time before the giving of the Torah. There's no law. But our rabbis think that even at that time, there was already a basic group of laws, the 7 Noahide laws by which humanity used to live by. So the question is, do you live by these laws? Is there any moral or ethical behavior in you? Do you have a father who is setting limits for you? Maybe that was the question. Maimonides says, the Torah says, don't kill. The 10 Commandments. Does that mean that everybody killed at that time before God pronounced the 10 Commandments? He says, no. Many people behaved in a certain way, except that this made it formal. It gave it a legal background, a legal frame. So there's a certain number of laws that you have to live by. I would like to suggest, and maybe you can have a different idea. Maybe what Joseph was questioning them was the following. You have to have certain virtues. Your father must have taught you certain things. And I'd like to list 4 things. The first would be, are you loyal? Are you loyal to your family, to your brother, to your neighbor? Are you consequent with them? Because obviously, they displayed enormous disloyalty when it came to Joseph. Number 2, I would like to say, are you truthful? What comes out of your mouth can be believed in. I remember my late mother used to say, the beste Lüge is the emes. The best falsehood is the truth. Go by the truth. She never pronounced anything that wasn't true. I don't know if she told me the whole truth, but she never told me a lie. That for her was the worst thing a human being can do. The third thing I would say, are you aware that you have a common destiny? When you do something bad, something that is immoral, it reflects upon everybody else. We all share a destiny in this world. Are you aware that when you are not acting in the best interest of your family, you're really betraying yourself as well? Because we all share a common destiny. And finally, I think he was trying to ask them, are you aware that there is one Father above all fathers? That there is the Father of the universe? That is the Father of the entire creation? That there is a God and we have to answer to Him? Are you aware of that? Then you would act in a different way. Then he would say to himself, if you live by these things, if you're loyal, if you tell the truth, if you know that you share a common destiny, you know there is a God in this world, I am sure then that you would have acted differently when it came with me. And if you recognize that you have a Father who's teaching you these things, then and only then you will have learned your lesson in life.